Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Maryland Terrapins taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Terrapins will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Right back to the well. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Chapin. The quick out. Turning it on. There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. Losing early in the year can be detrimental. Also also can be galvanizing. You realize not much margin for error, and they suddenly have put it together and won their last two.
The dips in the season early really served as motivation for them, and they were able to turn the page. They were able to be resilient. And 18 to 22-year-olds in college football, David, it's easier said than done, but this team really is about that.
Yeah, and they're starting to get it together, and you can see it. Like, I think early in the season, too, Jesse, you're figuring out who you are as a team. I think they kind of got that figured out, and I look for this team to win today and climb up into those rankings.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Martin back to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters.
And he's got it inside the tag. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. Moving out of the pocket. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Brings up 2nd and goal. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Booth. He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Martin will throw it. Got a man. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Webb. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ray. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Martin back to pass. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Handoff from the gun. Nice move to keep running. All out of space. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Sends it back in motion. Martin will throw it. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Finds the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Caught in the backfield, it's Webb. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, what a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
Third down play from the gun. Grab behind the line. It's Ray. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Trying to set up the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Reese. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Ray. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Martin back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Ray. And the Terrapins get enough for the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line. 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, the running back has it.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it at the 20. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
You've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Martin will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Gray. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Martin back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Dances away to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Manning. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Gonna look downfield again. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Oh, he's got a chance. Wide open spaces. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Mississippi State going up tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Martin will throw it. Fires to the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going. And so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Smith. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll send the back in motion. They just keep firing. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
The Terrapins come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Hauls it in. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off.
And the returner goes down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Three wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Shapen. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Off the boot, looking for his man. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Martin back to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And the Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Wants to keep it in the air. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Mississippi State. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Martin will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He's got his man across the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Martin back to pass. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Maryland! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face?
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Daniels. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Shapen. Caught near the sticks, it's Mosley. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they are in for the score here late in the 4th quarter.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. One more play to pad the stats. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Martin will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.